Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Tuesday the 18th of July 2023. Thanks for joining me. I want to use the Universal Tarot for today's reading, and I'm still working on the memberships. That's taking me a little bit longer than I anticipated. So watch this space for the membership option on this channel that's coming up. So for this video, I want to choose 3 cards here from the Universal Tarot to see what Tuesday's energy is all about and what you'll be working with on this day, how you're going to be supported, and what challenges to look out for. So what does the tarot want you to be aware of Tuesday the 18th? Okay, first of all, we've got the 7 of Pentacles. So that's saying take a look around to assess how far you've come and what your other options are. You don't need to just go. It's going to be really important to be analytical and to look over things and to make decisions on what works and what doesn't, and then to kind of manage them on a more intellectual, structural kind of planning level than just taking practical action and moving ahead. So it's about continuing to move forward, but looking around and adapting and tweaking things as you go. Then we've got the 8 of Wands. We've got things kind of working against you. The 8 of Wands usually has to do with news coming in, and it's usually good news that has to do with your life purpose and that leads you to somewhere new. And here it's interesting because the 7 of Pentacles is about work and being focused on the seeds that you plant and then harvesting those things once they've matured and assessing and sorting the good from the bad. And the 8 of Wands is really about being out of control and something that is completely unrelated to what you can kind of govern and manage comes into your life and influences you. So it's almost like your existing work plans are interrupted here, and it seems to me like you get information coming in that allows you to elevate your existing work or to do something in a way that's better and that you hadn't even considered until this right information comes in. And finally, we've got the Chariot, which is a major arcana card. Okay, so the gist of this reading is the cards are saying that you're really working hard at something, you're doing a good job, you're being creative, you're being diligent, you're putting in all the legwork, and you're getting things done, right? But you've only got a certain amount of information, and what you're doing is all the heavy lifting, and you're not so focused on the management side of things or the bigger picture or the structure or what's going to happen in a year from now or 5 years from now or 10 years from now, right? You're doing the daily work or the weekly work or the monthly work, and you're moving ahead on that level. The cards are saying that some information comes in about your work, so really pay attention to that. It could come in via your dreams, or even meditation. You're spending this time, and suddenly you either hear something or you get an image flashing through your mind's eye, or a memory from the past. Anything like that, really pay attention to. It's important and it's guiding you. It could be a message via another person or an institution. So a job offer or someone making a suggestion to go into business with them, or they mention their experience with getting the patent on a particular product, and it reminds you that that's something you ought to do, and it really changes the business or the work or the future of the business. Anything like that. So either your own dreams, other people, it could be symbols and signs that you see in the physical world. So an ad, I don't know, to assess your own business plan or something like that, and you call up the number and you're connected with the business person you're going to be working with for the next 30 years. Anything like that. So the key is that something interrupts the existing process that you're working through and on. So don't just be like, what can I get done? And I'm just going to be blinkered and look at my own little area here and what needs to be done next. Also look around and kind of keep your eyes and ears open, because information comes in that allows you to upgrade. what you're working on or how you're working on it, or this idea changes everything around and allows you to have a much better outcome. And the reason I'm saying that is because we've got the Chariot, and the Chariot is about being divinely guided and then taking the action that you feel is demanded of you via that guidance. So for me, for instance, I started this channel because I was meditating and I got the message saying, hey Greg, take your daily tarot reading and put it on YouTube. And I was like, oh, okay, I hadn't considered that. And I started doing it. And 9 years later, I'm still doing it. So that's what the Chariot is about, this canopy of stars. It's about having an idea or a mission or feeling driven to pursue something, not just because you want it, but because you feel that that's your duty, your mission in life, your purpose. And then because you're so certain about this thing that needs to be done, whether you feel this from the age of 5, that you need to do a certain type of job, or that you've always had a desire to move to a particular country, or when you're 30, you suddenly have a dream that says you should completely change the direction of your life and do this, and you pursue it and you find it wonderfully fulfilling. It doesn't matter how it comes through or when it comes through. It's ultimately that sense of, I feel so sure that this is an important part of my mission, that I'm willing to take on any hardship or difficulty, and that I'm willing to go beyond my existing circumstances through my own willpower and energy and elevate it to something completely new and different that I feel divinely inspired by. And the Chariot is associated with success. So it's an idea that comes from the universe that allows you to succeed and transcend your existing circumstances, right? And here we've got the idea coming in. So these two cards are saying that please really do pay attention to anything that kind of puts a spanner in the works, or your existing plans for your business, for your career, for your job, for your living situation, your environment, your savings, your physical body, or anything that exists in the tangible world, really. Pentacles is the element of earth, so it's anything that exists on planet Earth, so anything that's temporary in nature. You will get an amazingly, it may be earth-shattering, or it may seem pretty subtle, but the one feeling I'm getting is that this idea that comes in is a good idea, but it may not be particularly welcome because you're busy doing stuff and you don't want to be interrupted and, jig everything around and have to redo everything because now you've got another idea and another goal. But the cards are saying it's worth even letting go of past work and to embrace a new idea that will make things better. So if you have that choice to stick with the old or to go with the new thing that's not guaranteed or that's not been proven, but that seems better, then go with that because it'll be a success. Number-wise, we've got 7 and 7 is, first of all, 7 I always associate with good luck and good fortune, but 7 in numerology is the mind and creativity. So allow yourself to be open-minded and creative with the practical plan forward. Being rigid today is not the way to win. It really isn't. So it's about being flexible and adaptable and open-minded. 7 and 7 is 14. And then we've got 8 is 22. And 22 is the master number of the builder. And that's really significant because the clue's in the title, the master number of the builder. So it's building something that isn't just here today, gone tomorrow. It's something solid. It's a long-term influence in your life that adds extra security. So it's either maintaining the status quo and working and plodding away at that, or kind of being brave and letting a risky idea in that potentially can transform your career path, or your sense of I'm working towards something where the scale is right, or I'm adapting the scale of it. I'm doing work that is my life purpose here. It's worth taking the risk rather than playing it safe, because on this day, the risk will pay off. You're not going to lose here. It's a good idea that comes in. And even though it may feel inconvenient and add more work to you in the short term, it's worth pursuing because it will allow you to build something much more solid and secure than what you're doing now. And that also inherently is more prosperous and abundant and interesting and fulfilling for you, not just financially, but also in terms of creatively, and like you feel you're doing something that you're meant to be doing. I'm just checking this. 8 and 7 is 15 and another 7 is 22. Yeah. Okay, so I hope that gives you an idea of what you'll be working with. If I was just going to summarize this reading, it's really accept discomfort and go with that. Don't insist on maintaining things as they are just because you want them to stay the same. Change is good. Yeah. Okay, so I hope that gives you an idea of what's coming up here on Tuesday the 18th. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on Book Your Reading to Audio Reading with me. And if you like this video, then give it a thumbs up. Please hit subscribe and share the video online. Have a fabulous day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.